Hello again, now it's time for Power Rangers Super Mega Force Episode 3 review, Blue Saber Saga. Pick up where we left off, we see that Prince Vega and Lavia have hired mercenary swordsmen and Skita to eliminate the Power Rangers. This is about how I think it went in Go Kaiju, even though it's been a while since I've seen the early episodes. It's also pointed out that there are a lot of Japanese civilians in the United States attacks from the Armada, and none of them are close to that in adapting the footage. We once again get that awesome theme song remix. I don't know about you, but I'm just not feeling the Dino Charge theme. I hope the show proper has music that manages to capture an Weissman factor like this, especially how it does stick in my head it has so much as a Kyoryuger theme. Cut to the school, Emma and Noah doing more research on Legendary Rangers. Decided to take a break to go photograph the moonflowers. I often spend time in the morphing grid to do research on these reviews, as that wiki has both Sentai Power Rangers information, let's make it useful to cross-reference the information how it's adapted. Let's also point out the way they spend time is highly similar to how Joe and Prince Lahim did. Skatala actually cuts billions in half as Emma connects the other Rangers. Interesting trash talk between them all. The Rangers moved to take them on their Super Mega modes. He even lampshades how long the morphine sequence took. The Rangers take on the Expos with Noah and engage Skatata. Swordplay they engage in Square Quirrot, and Dick points out how monsters like that can cut their brains not to be tried to live lightly. But Vic even verses a Captain Obvious statement of Dalmas as other means being impressed with Skatata. So Prince Vic reads TV tropes, and occasionally reference them in my vernacular as well. Now, Emma and Gia then swap weapons, and Jake and Troy continue to hold off the explodes, but Scott uses blades of Infinity, finally manages to get the upper hand over Noah. Just to point out how this was a catalyst for Joe and Go Kaiju, it works a different way for Noah since he had been used to crossfire in the first half. For whatever reason, Scott only wants to fight a Blue Ranger, if it means for the next encounter. He says here's Noah, for Noah to meet him on the beach tomorrow, and despite the Ranger's insistence, Noah wants to meet this challenge alone. As I said, it works as well as Joe challenge Go Kaiju but in a different way. As Cantata converts to Prince Vega, he has it where to take down all the Rangers, not just Noah. I'll once again point out that Vega seems genuinely angry at him for his plans for the merely inconvenience like Warrior Skill was. I am on the final episode of Go Kaiju as I record this, so I'll explain about his father, the Emperor, in both versions. The next day, Emma and Jake wonder where Noah is, talk about how he took his loss. Let's notice the direction and set the same evocative of a typical episode of MPI, as was the intention, no doubt. Jake is then addressed by hashtag James by Mr. Burley to help with something, and we cut to Noah training in the forest. Also mentioning his AS motivation song, once been notation a lot, There's No Easy Way Out by Robert Tepper. Side note consistency is fine, I believe that he's not even bleeding like Joe was. Emma ensures he doesn't have to go through this alone, so I managed to capture the camaraderie that Joe, Princess Ahim, and the Go Kaiju producers adapted from. Noah then vows double his efforts as Emma looks on. So Noah trains all day and night to measure swordsmanship. I could definitely make the argument Noah has even more challenge than Joe. So Joe has quite the swordsman even before he joined the Go Kaijus. Joe has Noah's new to this one comment has to adapt to an anime threat that's more experience in that field. The day has come, and Noah's ready to face this challenge with the help of Emma's blade. Notice that Saban apparently has a thing for driving swords into the ground with a blade. First it was Deca Sword and Super Samurai, now it's one of the Noah's training swords. Notice I've been said that while they launched the legendary battle out of context, but we'll cross that bridge when I come to it. I can only imagine how Dinosaurs were handling the plot where the Green Ranger opposed to Kyoryuger. Noah throws swords into the air more, but like, I notice how the beach in New Zealand looks no way like a beach back in Japan. And it's the same thing when I watch this old episode of NPR I have with the beach fight with Scorpina. Swordplay is again very good. I have expected to say Noah to say, I must let you know I'm not left-handed, and not just because I watched Prince Bride again the other night. However, Skata has anticipated this and has more minions capture Noah. Also note that as a result, because his reaction to Clee seems more malicious and worse as a result of the adaptation process. Emma, who witnesses the fight, most of the action to defend Noah's honor, and the others come in to rescue in the skyship. Joe's to fight out the Expos and Bruisers, with help from Jungle Fury Legendary Mode. Noah continues, so it's Skata this time with honor. Despite not being a fan of Jungle Fury as a season, we'll address more in the review of their tribute episode. This is a pretty good fight. Next is Legendary SPD mode, which finishes off the Bruisers. Noah then cuts right through Skata's sword, but he has another trick, the Auto Blade, courtesy of Olivia's modifications. Emma, Gia, Jake, Troy, and the sword to use to vanquish the Auto Blades. Last time, all Blue Ranger Final Strikers Mega Force, Samurai, Mystic Force, Ninja Storm, and Lost Galaxy in reverse order. Even Zapsicata Hada with some of the Bruisers and the Glow Razor. It's time the Megazord battle once again. Those debuts Legendary Mystic Force Dragonzord, its magical firepower against the Armada and the Mystic Force Legendary Megazord. This catastrophe is Noah has new confidence in himself. This episode proves some solid development for Noah, with something that will admit has been downplayed in the new Saban era. However, Superman is a weak spirit NPR with all the top villains, bizarre editing, and using toy weapons as props. Maybe picking up some of the markdown wares, given how demanding Legacy Megazord has varied trip supply. I'm still hoping to do another run for Dino Charge, there's a possible DX Gokaio. Come out with some of the nice fight scenes, and you have a strong Dino Super Mega Force. Finally, Screen has started to 4. Keep moving along with Super Mega Force reviews, as I want to be finished by the time Dino Charge starts in February. I won't be launched yet, but I still plan to retire the current priority reviews. I'm also watching Kyoryuger for free reference, as well as Gopa's other Sentai for something to fall back on for the next infamous delays. See you, Space Cowboy.